Yeah, we got some folks. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I know there's a delay. I'm happy to have you all here. We're here. I'm here tonight with Kelly Healer, who has a
Hello.
lovely new do that we just love. And
Thank you.
Diana is here or Diana Oil Painter's here, and we're glad to see you. I know there's some other shows going on, so I don't know how many people will be dropping in, but that doesn't matter. We've got some things to talk about either way. I forgot that Teri was going to be in Sedona still, so she's not with us tonight. But this is being simulcast on her channel because she's part of the Dream group. So if you are on Teri's channel and you were asking about being a moderator, next week she might be able to help you with that. I can't go in because everybody's subscribers or whatever can only go into that channel. So anyway, so yeah, anyway, so we got some fun things to talk about. Kelly's got a little bit of a story, and I really like it. Diana's got some interesting things that have been coming to her. And of course, we're here to take your dreams, visions, or appearances anytime. And so let's say hi to some people. So hello, Janet's here, and Hazel, and CEV12. We got Garnet, Froxy Roxy, CJ, Annie Bear, Hazel Johnson, Charlie C.
Oh, I like that name.
Sage of Fire. Yeah.
Hazel.
Yeah. Hazel. I know. It reminds me of the old
that.
TV show, right? Yeah. There you go.
Yes, and didn't you love Shirley Booth?
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely.
Oh, my God. She was so cute.
She was. Mr. B.
Mr. B.
We have Patricia Franzino and Connie Epley. We have Donna O'Brien, Teresa Levine, and Brenda, Imagine With Me, Jenny, Akila, Diane. Let's see who else is sneaking in. Oh, this is a pretty good group of people. That's awesome. Risa Simpson.
Hello.
Yeah, Risa Simpson's here, and Linda Kennedy's here. And we have let's see, Leah, wonderful. Rossi. Oh my God, Rossi sent me the best meme today, yesterday. It's wonderful, made me laugh. Mary Thornberry, you were just watching some of our right-wing spirit readers. Oh, we have to do this, Mary.
Yeah, right?
Yes, absolutely.
There is
absolutely.
Such a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna mention any names.
But... I know. Yeah. Hi, Shaylee. All right, Patricia, thank you for your dream. Thank you for putting it up. Charlie had a dream. Wonderful.
Yay.
And Allie's here. And let's see who else. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm wearing my skeleton scarf that Juno made. Yeah.
I love it.
I know. It's so
I
much
put
fun.
the sweater on purpose, and I forgot to put the kerchief on. Shucks.
All right. And so, Donna, I got yours. You like to see what they're saying? That's all right, Mary. No, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. I'm just thinking to myself, all those people. Ooh, yeah. You just had to go take a shower. That's all, right?
That's right. This is like my drive-by when I see an Orange Menace sign. It's like, eh. But then I say right after that, but rosary beads for the people inside.
That's right. There you go.
Then God pats me on the head and says, shut up.
No, you're being a good girl. You're being a good girl. That's what it is. All right. Okay, so let's okay, CJ, I got yours. So I'm going to have Kelly open up with us because what she got was actually, I felt it was really profound. It's anyway. You go ahead and tell us your dream / realization.
Yeah. Thank you, Ellie. I'm not going to get into the depths of the dream, but I'm going to kind of share the meaning, and because the dream itself was a little bit disturbing, and I've been seriously trying to shake it off all day. I mean, I've been drumming and clearing my energy and just trying to, because dreams can get you out of sorts. Anyway, I had this dream last night that my angels and guides told me that, or they showed me what they did is they showed me how we have the ability to have different timelines in our life, and just our family home that I grew up in burnt down when I was 38. So I spent my high school years there, and then it was my kids' grandparents' house. So it was kind of our family house. Anyway, it burnt down when I was 38, and my dream last night took me back to the house, and in the house was my mom, and my dad passed away in December, and they showed me that even if she would have, if things would have been different, he would have still been gone. But what they showed me is if they would have stayed there rather than moving to Arizona, her health would have been much better. And in the house was exactly the way I remembered it. But anyway, the gist of the dream is that we have the ability to change our timelines and change to change life, to change the way life unfolds. And so what they showed me is how things could have been different if there would have been, if things would have been different in my parents' life. And which was beautiful, but it was sad, on the other hand, because it was kind of going back to all those feelings of that growing up in that house, and taking my kids there and whatnot. Anyway, I'm not going to cry, but it opens the door for us to be able to see that we're on different timelines, and our choices in life matter.
Yes, they do.
Mhm.
Very much
Yeah.
so. Very much so. The book that I had read that was Universal Parallel Universes of the Mind says that we can all also go in and change things here to heal. And so it follows up with what you're saying. But I like the idea in that so many people are always thinking, oh, I should have done this, or I shouldn't have done that, or whatever. But it reminds us that in every moment we make our reality. So we need to choose wisely. So I love it. It's profound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it was amazing. It was amazing to see. And I don't know if I'll choose to share with my mom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That I may, just, how things, could have been different. In some aspects,
Right.
my dad would still be gone, but they showed me her health
Sure.
would have been a lot better.
And I was telling Kelly too, when she was telling me that my mom was a very nervous person, and the year she died, I was moving away, and that was upsetting her. But my niece was hit by a car and has been in a walking coma ever since. She was 14 at the time, and she's 50 years old this year. And yeah, she has had to be taken care of all this time. She eats through a tube, and she's never been able to talk or anything. But you have to wonder, would my mother have been all right if my niece hadn't been so bad off?
Yeah.
My brother ended up becoming hoarse because he screamed so loud that this happened to his daughter. And of course, would that have changed any of the other dynamic? And obviously I don't go there, but I like the idea that you had a chance to see that, Kelly.
Yeah.
And and know that just because you made this decision or that decision, you would have still ended up in the same way. So I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's that I always come back to that movie that had such a profound impact, probably because it was the first of its kind. Sliding Doors. Did you ever
Yeah.
see that?
Yes.
It's
Uh-huh. Yep.
it's like, yeah, you still end up,
Yeah.
you just delay it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's a really good movie. That's with Gwyneth Paltrow, I believe.
Yeah,
And well, I want to say it was probably in the 80s or 90s that came
yeah.
out, but it's
Late
worth
80s.
watching. Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Even today, because it's like the
Mhm.
prelude to where everything went after that, and people beginning to understand how, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
how
That's
it
true.
works.
That's very true.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you for sharing that. And I know that in some ways she's had to really, Kelly said, today's been hard for her. She's trying to move out of that energy. But at the same time, it is almost a what's the word I want to say? It's a catharsis in some ways. It's a catharsis because even if the house hadn't burned down and they hadn't moved, your dad probably would have still been on the same trajectory, but maybe your
Yes.
mom wouldn't have been. See?
Exactly.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
And I love
Yeah.
this. Thank you, Mary. I also think maybe you were presented this difference to show you the importance of love, and no matter timeline, love is what connects us all. That's beautiful.
Mhm. Yes.
Absolutely.
And I
Absolutely.
think that that's part of what that movie was showing, and all of this is, it is, we use it as a timeline, but it's really not a timeline. It's an
Right.
order, and no matter how you change it, it's like being in that centrifuge ride where the floor drops out and you're just
Yeah.
Right. Up against the wall,
Yeah,
right? Up
I
against the
started
wall.
out in
Yeah.
this position and I end up in this
Uh-huh.
position, but now I'm on that side of the wheel,
Mhm.
Right. Right. Yep. That's very true. Wow. So, I don't know if everybody remembers, but last week we said we were going to do a meetup. So if anybody feels that they were with any of us this last week, go ahead and plug that into the chat. That would be nice to know. I didn't feel it. Diana did. She was in with Teri, I think. She saw
Yep.
Teri in hers.
Terry,
But
Callie
and who else?
drifted through for a minute. Leah
Okay.
drifted through for a minute.
Oh,
But Leah was also in another dream with me that I had just shown you gals,
uh-huh.
where this tile floor, we were in a house. The house was, we were going to destroy this house. On the windows were written must go, and that was written in, like, if you took a spray can and didn't go heavy with the paint, you know how it would splatter a little bit, and
Uh-huh.
it was red, and then all the glass was X'd out, and this heavy tile floor seemed to be suspended from nothing, and it suddenly all collapsed. And that's when Leah came in and grabbed something. Callie had been punching in codes, and I could only draw a little bit of it because there was just so much going on so fast. So,
Mhm.
and the
Yep.
one with
Yep.
Terry,
There you go.
there was a school bus, and there was a girl who gets her hand caught in the school bus doors, but they're not the usual doors. They're, instead of the accordion folding with the glass slits, it was like two metal sheets that were kind of boxes, and she gets her hand trapped in there, and the bus is going. See, here comes another part. And then there was this big long semi that's splashing snow
Uh-huh.
everywhere. It's not like it had a
Oh.
plow on the front end and pushing it around. Where did the snow come from? It was just so
Yeah.
wild.
Wow. Wow.
So,
And it doesn't look like airline fear.
Just so everybody knows, this is a Dream, Vision, and Appearances show. If you have any of those and you want us to discuss them, put them in the chat. But we're not taking general questions tonight because that's not what the show is. So just so you know. thank you for being here. We appreciate you. The other thing I want you to talk about is at least the little guy, if you would. Yeah. Do you want to do that later, or do you want to do it now, Diana? The little
My
guy,
little guy?
yeah, the
That
little
little
guy
guy.
on
Yeah.
the
Oh,
ladder.
no, I can do it
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I mean,
All right.
one day he showed up. Just I drew this down really fast because I was meditating and I didn't have a book around. And this was
Uh-huh.
2-3 weeks ago. And then
Uh-huh.
in this meditation that I've been doing, one of the things that showed up is him. This was to activate Merlin's codes. So I have Merlin's crystal house and it's floating sideways through the sky, right? And then he shows up and he looks, he's dressed kind of like they were dressed in the old Robin Hood movies with whatever that handsome guy's name was. I can't think of him right now. But he's got this shirtwaist on. Oh my God, it's all backwards for me, and I don't know where I'm at. He's got the shirtwaist on that's tied at the waist with a sash. He's wearing men in tights, just to think about our good old Monty Python, and elfish type shoes. And he's up the ladder and down the ladder and up the ladder and down the ladder. And he's constantly going up and down. Oh, and yes, there were brooms all around the bottom of the ladder for whatever reason. And he keeps showing up. Then I'm getting all these sacred geometry coming through in this meditation.
Whoops. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Yeah, sorry.
It's been happening all day. Anyways, and then there was this vision. And I'm not exactly sure who this fellow was, because this was all silhouetted. And these were like mesas. Add to that my camera, which I can't get out of automatic focus. But in this ribbon, they were like two tubes, and one side of the tube went up while the other side of the tube was going down. And they worked simultaneously and went around and made that thing and just swished this great big huge pink, Andromeda pink color. It's not, somewhere between periwinkle and dusty mauve and pink. So it was, and then all these other.
Are you sure that's not the two chambers of the heart? That sounds like two chambers of the heart. It
could be. I mean, and look at it being the ribbon, which is so important.
Right, the ventricles,
Right. And you know what? That kind of makes sense, because doesn't Andromeda represent the heart in the heart-mind connection, or is it the mind and heart connection?
Was this the same time you had the dream about the little guy? Was the little guy going up and down?
He showed up in there, but that's not the first, right? He has been showing up periodically through the past few weeks. But he showed up in that. That was a vision during meditation.
Okay. So this is my thought. Okay. First of all, I was suggesting that the guy was going up and down the ladder and putting lighting gas lights. And so now we know gaslighting is lying. So, and then the heart ventricles, and the other person that's gaslighting has a lot of heart issues.
Oh man, good put together. Sure.
So that's why I asked that. Yeah. It's very possible. Yeah. Yep.
I love that, Allie. Love it.
Keep an eye on it, really, because I think a lot of us are getting those types of things. I remember when somebody here had a dream about him being on a golf course, and the next couple of weeks that thing happened on the golf course. So I think we're getting messages. Yeah, the orange Cheeto. Yeah, it's possible. It's it's one of many possibilities, but yeah. I want to know more about that little guy going up and down the ladder.
Me too. And I'm sure he's not
Yeah.
finished with me because he seems to be
Right.
connected to Merlin somehow. And when you said elemental, well, that makes sense because Merlin is is like he's made his return to because it's autumn, it's his time of the
True.
year, and the blue
Yeah.
wave and the blue wave that we're all praying for, and he is he is blue. As Saint Germain, he's the violet flame, but Merlin is the energy of blue.
That's very true. Mary gets that it's sacred geometry. The symbols are now having beams of light going through them separate from the shapes in meditation.
I love that.
Okay. That's nice. Thank you for sharing that, Mary. Yeah. Yeah. That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all in tears. Annie. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I just, because of all the dreams that I've had with Callie in it that is doing this coding, and the coding has shown itself to me in another way as bricks stacked with symbols in them for the first time. And then sacred geometry is always a part of that, in the way the lights flash and the symbols that are in there. So it's just, it's not that I can't decode it. It's just that I can't decode it all at once, and they keep coming in. So
no, you can't. No, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, yeah.
Well, and it's a parallel life too, and so I mean, we're earthbound here, and so we go out on these missions, and we don't, we know what we're doing when we're out there, but we come back and we're like, what was I out doing? Yeah.
How did I break my toe?
Right. It reminds me of Angela when we were on that dream, remember? And she was in Ukraine. She was in Ukraine, and she broke her foot in Ukraine, and then she wakes up and her foot's broken. Now that
in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the middle of the night. Yeah. Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
So, it doesn't get any more real than that.
No, ladies and gentlemen, we're so connected.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to take everybody. I have to take this one first because everyone's talking about it right now in the chat. Diane said she saw a cigar-shaped object flying through the skies weeks ago. I haven't seen one. I think it's a scout ship, but what was it scouting for? And yes, it is an appearance. And yes, it's fine, Diane. Absolutely. Yes. I've seen a UFO. I'm hearing that somebody told me, and I don't know if it was Teri or who it was, but somebody said UFOs are hiding in lenticular clouds above each of the big cities. And isn't that, and what do you suppose I got today? I got cards that are extraterrestrial cards.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Now if I can find them, but yeah, crazy. Anyway,
go.
Did you say you also saw a man around there? I don't know if I clicked that. Let's see. Was there a person that was hanging around, Diane? Did you say that? I'm trying to find it. Sorry. All right. Oh, it was Leah who said, a guy walked up to her this summer randomly looking for his friend. I found his friend. I thought he was either crazy or an ET or an angel. Nope, a regular guy. So that's what I thought I saw. That was Diane saying it. But wow. Let's see. I don't know if there is anything. Anyway, was this something you were, when I saw a UFO many years ago, I was only 10, you didn't hear anything, but you felt drawn upwards. Mm-hmm. So I'm asking that question. It's the lights that draw you up. I'd love to know if that happened to you. Yeah. If that happened to you, let me know. Now I don't know what I did with the ET card.
Diane, I definitely think that it was a ship. I mean, there's no there's no doubt in my mind that I think it was a ship, and it was I had gotten a message. It was me that had gotten the message about a month ago when we were out, that my angels and guides told me that they're hiding in clouds and can take the shape of a cloud, and that I was supposed to pass on the message. But I pulled a couple cards, Diane, and I got record. And so they could very well be recording what is going on and what they're seeing, because with everything going on in the collective right now, which is a lot, I really feel like they know too that there's a lot going on, and that they're keeping records, and they're trying to keep rein on everything that's going on, not only in our country, but in other countries. And I also pulled a card, portal, that they're creating portals too. And it says doors are opening.
I got create.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I got immerse.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yep.
Okay. So I have to tell you, I finished Bob Woodward's book, and I might end up doing a show on it. But one of the things that nobody really knows unless they've read the book is exactly how off the rails the PM of Israel is, and not even really caring about whether or not nuclear weapons were necessary or not. Let's just put it that way. And also in the other place where there's and my feeling is they're monitoring that. My feeling is they're monitoring because they know that these people are unhinged. They're totally unhinged.
You can see them during the daytime. You can see them inside the cloud. It's flat bottomed. It doesn't move. There's no wind movement to the cloud itself. There isn't any wispies going anywhere. And several of them will be lined up in a row that all look the same. You know, and they're big. They're not always little. They're not. I mean, they can take up the whole panoramic in front of me.
Yeah.
I see them a lot on Saturdays when I'm going down to the store to do readings. So there's like, oh my God, that swirl is identical on that one. And that one is this big, and they're both, they're all like, that you can see them.
Oh,
you just need to use
Emmy J says she's there in Michigan, and she saw what you're talking about.
There you go. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
That last
and you're right, Ross.
Well, where are you in Michigan?
Oh,
maybe we should be for coffee.
What the last message? What, Kelly? The last
message about her seeing the grays and they were smelling the red roses. That is really beautiful. Yes. And if that isn't a message to us too, to really slow down and pay attention to our surroundings, be present,
smell the
and
roses.
Stop and smell the roses. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Wow. Once again, everybody is getting the messages, and this is like a place to come and share it. And we're seeing everybody, if it's not in a dream, if it's not in a vision, if it's in an appearance, if it's whatever it is, it's like, you're not crazy, I'm not crazy. That kind of thing.
It's a safe space.
Like, it is a safe space. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this. You have a picture of clouds that are a football shape, one smaller sitting in front of another. Yeah, the sky. And you know, lenticular clouds are the ones that look like this. They're beautiful, but they're very big and they're round. They go, we often have them over Mount Rainier, and people will say that's because the ships are there. So whether they are or not, you know.
There's video of Table Mountain in Africa where, oh my God, this is like the top of the mountain moves and they go in and down and land.
Yeah.
All cloned in a cloud.
Yeah.
All cloned in a cloud. Wow. So Diane, thank you. Obviously, other people are seeing and feeling the same thing. And with me, it was in 1965. And I never stopped believing. It was like it happened yesterday. And I know people see them all the time as well. So thank you for sharing that. And it does count. Any of these things count. So thank you for bringing it to us. Absolutely.
It was 1955 when I met my first praying mantis grasshopper alien sitting on the porch, the same size as me. I think he only did that so he wouldn't scare me. And I looked and I looked back and he was still there, and I went, man, this is awesome. You're beautiful. He had a lubber body, that royal blue lubber with yellow stripe on his body.
And this was way before you were having a toe, right?
It was my 5th birthday, long before I knew the shit existed.
That's good.
But I went to get my mom.
That's amazing.
And he didn't move. But when I came back, my mom said, "You're dreaming. You're out of your mind. That shit don't happen."
Yeah, I know.
Well, she probably first, but but that's what
my goodness
into the trees. I'll tell you that.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, let's go. We've got probably 11 or 12 other ones, so let's go. I'm doing Bob first because Bob, you're new here to some extent, and I know you're in the UK, and I don't know what time it is over there, so we'll get you done.
Yeah.
Last night you had a dream some bad men killed people in an office. I hid in a room. What does it mean? Are you that you were in the United States? Sorry.
Welcome to
I just had to snark. Of power. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be unusual for a workplace shooting in the United States as it would be in the UK. But anyway, that was snarky of me. You hid in a room. Well, you didn't play victim to it, Bob. You were proactive. If you were hiding, you didn't want to get caught up in the drama, but it was at work. But I almost get the sentence, this isn't going to work for me. This isn't going to work for me. It's so it's like a play on words, but I'd love to hear what you think, ladies.
I'm wondering if there's people in your office, Bob, that you don't feel like you can trust, and that there's maybe wow, you can't make it up. and wow. So I wonder if this is maybe your time to reflect on and if you're thinking, well, no, I trust everybody. I pulled intuition and calm, that possibly it's your intuition, kind of poking at you saying, you might want to reevaluate the people that you're around and just take another look at it. But however, the other card I got was calm. Don't get all worried and fearful or anything, but you might just want to reevaluate the people.
Well, and I put this card back because it just kind of jumped out, and then I put it back and it came up again. I went, wait a minute, stuck it back in. The third time's the charm, because Bob, this is for you again. There's something about the patience that I'm thinking, just what Callie said about the trust. There's people there that really you're exhibiting patience with their behavior, but you really shouldn't trust them and rely on them to do the same thing for you.
That's true. Yeah.
Man seemed he was hunting. Oh, see, he seemed to be hunting you down. Okay.
So, but it might be that you're feeling you're either being persecuted behind your back, or
Mhm.
you're being persecuted at the office and you may be aware of it, maybe not. The closet is a safe place. That's right, Mary, where weathering a storm, no one can see you. You can't see anybody. Yeah. And yeah. I got manifest. I think it was a manifestation. The dream was a manifestation because it was a warning. Just watch your back.
Mhm.
I would say, yeah, in that case. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
Which is always just a friendly reminder.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But see, I wasn't the only one who thought what I thought. We have reality in schools,
Mhm.
and that it was at the Capitol
Right.
with the senators. I mean, I know that was more of a joke, but here in the United States, if we have a dream like that, we wonder if we should go to the office, if we should go to a school, if we have a dream like that. It's
Mhm.
really creepy. Yeah. Creepy.
Right.
Yep.
And-
Hello, Carolyn and Peter. Sorry, just wanted to say hi. Yeah. All right. Did you
Always-
want to say something, Diana? I'm sorry.
No, I was just reading what Bob said here. He says, I always try to.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yep. And she lives near Pontiac, Michigan, is what she said. You
Oh!
were wondering where in Michigan. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm in Grand Blanc Township now, but I grew up in Detroit. I know where Pontiac is very well. Run over to White Lake a lot. My niece is there. So, yeah.
I didn't know that your
Pontiac well.
town was so small. I looked it up, and it's like 7,000 people live there. That's it in your town.
It's nice. And I'm not
I
in
had
the
no-
town. So
Yeah.
I'm
You're outside the town.
in it. Yeah, I'm like where 700 people live.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go.
Maybe a little bit more than that. But I understand you're in Pontiac. I get it. But Elise and Obama are having a blast in Detroit with Eminem right now.
Yep. That's good. All right. So Patricia Franzino dreamt she was in an airport and there was an area to throw away huge amounts of garbage. I left mine there too. I took a rune out of my purse with number 8 on it. What does this mean? Ooh, transition. Isn't that change?
Infinity.
It's money.
Well, it's
Infinity.
the strength
Yeah.
card. It's the
Yep,
strength card.
it is.
In the
It's
my.
also the money card. It's numerologically, it's a money card, and it
Right.
is money's energy. So you're lightening your load by leaving all that garbage behind.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
the airport is a place of transition where you come and go, come and go, come and go.
Yep.
Mhm.
No. Kel, what about you?
That's exactly what I was picking up on too. It was you're releasing, you're letting go of the garbage that no longer serves you. And
Yeah.
the number 8, the infinity. I want to say, Patricia, you were here with us when we did the infinity about how walking the infinity sign and,
Oh, yeah.
and manifesting.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
and it could be, you know, maybe you need to do that too. But I do think it's what Allie said, it's you're releasing and just letting go of the garbage that you no longer need and that was weighing you down.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
it's like that's never ending.
Right?
True.
Shadow work.
Forever.
Yep.
I mean, we'll always be releasing and letting go of the garbage. You're absolutely
And-
right, Diana.
It says don't regret anything that you're releasing. So no regrets. I'm thinking it isn't the word
Right.
regret. If you had any regret, no, don't regret what you have to leave behind, because we always have to dump our garbage in order to have more room for more garbage or whatever else we want to bring in.
Yep.
Exactly. And that is, you know, that releasing, of course. But the other thing about the 8 of Pentacles, since the 8 is about money, is skill. How skilled you
Mhm.
are at doing your shadow work, how skilled you are of letting things go that, you know, may not really need to be claimed by you. Somebody has dumped their
Mhm.
load of garbage
Yeah,
into your load of garbage.
True.
Now you got 2 of them
That's
to
right.
get rid of.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
man, this is the card of the night.
Patience.
Patience.
Okay. Let's change that up though. We want freedom from fear, not patience.
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah. Patience
Yeah.
and we'll get it.
We don't want to ask for patience. That's what I'm trying to say, because
Yeah.
if we ask for it, we're given the
Yeah.
fact that
We're
you know,
giving in. No, give us patience and we'll get what we want.
that's true. And, you know, if we could release the things that bother us, like regrets, shame, guilt, whatever,
Yes.
that would lighten our load. Yeah.
Right?
We'd be able to fly. We
So
would be able to fly.
You
You know,
know,
there's a pound limit at the airport for your luggage, right?
all right. Then
Or
you have to let it
yeah,
go.
you can't.
look at there. Yep.
Yeah.
You can't take it with you.
Yeah.
Or it
Mhm.
goes on another
take it with
flight
you.
and you never see it again anyway.
Right.
Mhm. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, you had a okay, Carolyn. I'm gonna put that up there. 8 of Pentacles. Carolyn had a dream 3 planes crashed. Okay. And I've heard some other psychics say there's a possibility of at least one. So I don't know. But I'm trying not to bring in too much bad news. So
Mhm.
yeah. Yep. Thanks, Rossi. That's a great
Just
addition
keep
there.
humming 8 Mile.
Yeah. Yep. There's the 8 again. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Charlie. I was with Dream Friends and they were talking about all their problems, and I showed them the Walk of 8.
What?
Oh my God.
8 miles besides.
Wow.
Honestly, Charlie, I had not read this. I just saw you had a long posting and I didn't read it. So but wow. So if you're not familiar with the 8, walking the 8, there's a wonderful meditation, so to speak, that you can do where you place 2 candles, and you don't have to have them lit, at 6 feet apart, and then you walk like you're walking in an 8 all the way around the candles, and asking for what it is that you want. And it continues because 8 is also the infinity sign. And I've even seen medium Kim, taking her she goes like this a lot when she clears people. So this is a very powerful thing to do. The walk of that's oh my God.
Oh my God.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right though. You're right. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
Walk to 8. Oh,
And you can
So
use
you were
2
telling
crystals
us.
too. Yeah.
True, you can. That's what it was. It was crystals. It wasn't a light. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. So here you are. You were with Dream Friends, and guess what you're with right now? So that's what you're
more
doing. You're
dream
sharing.
friends. We
Oh,
approve.
look at this. I got your card, Diana.
And it fell out. It fell out. It fell out.
Yeah.
And so
Me
I
too.
wrote another one.
Patience. And I got
Approve?
reframe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I got reframe.
All right.
You know
That
what?
you were reframing them, Charlie.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
That's incredible. It's just
That is
wild.
incredible.
And what a great gift to
And then
share with them.
hello,
Charlie.
8s. I've been lurking for a few minutes. I love that exercise. If you leave an 8 in your wallet, it's supposed to help with abundance.
I
So
love
Patricia
that.
had an 8, but hers was a rune. So it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah.
It's
my
the
God.
purpose.
Yep. And I've also heard that a green wallet can bring in abundance. A red wallet can bring in abundance. And I've also heard putting red crystals or green crystals in their wallet to manifest money.
Oh, I'm going to have to go do that. Oh, yes.
That's what the cards are, the dream ritual cards. We all have them because I bought them for the group. And they are by Teresa. Is it Chung? Okay. Yeah. So
I don't have
they're
my box
wonderful
here,
cards.
but so grateful for them. Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, I'd say Chung
Of course.
or Cheng.
So yeah. And then Care Bear says, her automatic writing always starts with 8s and infinity signs before she starts automatic writing. So
I
it's
love it.
very sacred number. It's a very sacred number. Yeah. Wow. 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 Wow.
I love it. I love it.
Wow.
I'm gonna do the 8 though in my wallet, because I mean I have my green crystals and my red crystals, and I'm gonna do the 8 symbol too.
There you
I love
go.
that.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So Sally, just for you, RBG wouldn't be having skeletons on her scarf though. So yeah.
I love it.
Well, you never know. Now she's on the other side.
Yep.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true.
So
Oh, wow.
I just want to say that a date, one of the months that's coming up in the future, 8 is a very important number. And all of this, I can't say anything much about it except that for the person that this pertains to, I'm going to make sure that I tell them this story. It's, and so I can't say anything more about it. I just want everybody to know that it's a special number for someone in particular. And if you could just give a little heart light to that.
Okay. And yes, we are also in an 8 year. That's right. We are.
That's right.
Yeah, we are. Because dragons have come up an awful lot this year. We're in the year of the dragon, and it's an 8 year as well. So you know that repeats itself. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Patricia Franzino is a dancer, and she says her warm-up exercises for dancing are 2 and 8. Yeah. So that's awesome. I know. It's always something new we learn around here.
And Sally's an 8.
Sally's an 8. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So is Keith. Keith's an 8. Yeah, he is. All right. So what does it mean when people's spirit shows you themselves? So I woke up in the morning with people I know standing next to the bed. I wasn't dreaming about them, and some live in other states.
What does it mean when people spirit shows themselves?
So it was almost like an etheric body, Donna. I'm getting it's like an etheric body. Okay.
Well, they're thinking of you at the same time. You may have all had a crossover dream, and you should check in with them and see if they did.
Okay. Yeah, maybe projection. Wow. Wow. I have reflect. So I think I agree with Diana, Donna, that I would say I was thinking about you this morning when I woke up. You don't have to scare them in case they're not woo-woo people or whatever. Were you thinking about me, or had you thought, I'm because a lot of times when we are thinking about somebody, we hear from them, right?
Yes.
The only other thing is they live in different states. Are they related to each other? That's my other question. Go ahead, Diana.
Yeah. Well, I've got receive, and what is receive, but it's the bed.
And that's where
we have
received
2, 4, 6, 8 fishes.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think, Donna, you had a meetup with them. I really do. And what Ellie and Diana said, you could, and you may want to reach out to them. I mean, maybe they've got something going on in their life that, just a quick hello, just are checking in, and if they respond back, you can just say, hey, I had this dream, if you feel comfortable, and if you don't, that's fine too. I pulled the card of gratitude. And so, I think they're grateful for you, and obviously you're probably grateful for them too. And sometimes, when we have that in our hearts, and it could be for one of them, it could be for all of them. I think it's important for us to express that.
And I like that, Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Donna, are you the oldest of all of them? Would you be considered the matriarch?
Right. Right. Or everything about the people that show up have it's like 7 degrees of separation. There might be
6.
something 6. Maybe there's something similar with all those people that would tie them
Yeah.
together even if they didn't know each
Yes.
other.
Did
Mhm.
you,
Yeah,
Donna,
like,
did
you know,
did Donna
go
say
ahead.
how many there were? Because if it's 8, here we go.
No, she's the youngest, she said.
She's
Yeah.
the youngest.
How many?
Okay.
She had them come in. They came in individually, though, she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, one of them is your husband. Okay. Okay. Wow. Leah says she gets the feeling they were reporting to you. So maybe you're giving them,
Oh, I like that.
maybe you're the master coder and you're giving them their duties to do in the middle of the night, and they're reporting for duty saying, "It's all done, boss."
Yep.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. That's great. That's great. That's a very interesting appearance, Donna. And
Yes.
it's amazing that you know, that you see more. And Donna is the key to it. Yeah, she is. She's the key that unlocks the people that come in.
Astral bodies.
Twice with alive people. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. That's cool. Yeah.
Astral
You may have to
bodies.
think about, have you ever seen a Venn diagram? It's there's 2 circles, and the two inside there's like a circle and a circle.
Yeah.
It's 2 circles, but they intersect it at a point, and in the middle of the circles, it's something is the same.
Yeah.
I'm still feeling that there's something that ties you together with all these people, some trait, something that would make you bring those people to you for that particular appearance.
That's the Piscean portal that is on. That's the cover that is now over the well in the Apple of Isles in Glastonbury. I think I'm saying it right. Piscean, the Piscean cover, the Piscean symbol. So
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Uh-oh. She'll be back.
Where'd Diana go?
She kicked herself out. She kicked
Where'd you
herself
go?
out.
I wasn't even talking about Todd Rundgren and I got kicked out.
She wants to make an appearance.
Aha, I love that.
Oh my God. Well, Donna, some food for thought for you anyway. Food for thought, Donna. So thank you, dear. All right, Ginny got a grounded bed sheet. Last night I closed my eyes and it was like a TV came on. The vision was purple fuzzy frame, saw space-time platform, but hidden people were in glowing yellow.
Oh,
how cool is that? I love my grounding bed sheet. I love my grounding mat. I really do. When I get to sleep, I'm out. Sometimes I can't sleep, and that's other reasons, I think. But yeah, my grounding mat is fabulous. They're only about $100, and you can get them on Amazon, and you plug it into the wall. Yeah, yeah.
I have an amethyst mat that I haven't used in a long time, and it's for like grounding and clearing your energy. What's interesting, Ginny, is I don't have grounding sheets, but just to share with you, I woke up. I think it was yesterday morning. Yeah, it wasn't this morning. It was yesterday morning, and I had purple. It was like I was surrounded with purple swirling me. And so that's really, when you said that, it came back to me. It's like I woke up yesterday morning with the same thing.
My card I got for you, Ginny, is absolutely perfect. Surrender. That's what you did. You just surrendered to it, and it brought you that beautiful experience. I love that.
Can't make it up.
Yep. What? You got it too? Did you?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I got empathy.
Yeah. There
Can't
you go.
make it up.
You have nerves firing up like crazy, wondering if it would help. It might, but you could always try the magnesium cream on your feet that I swear by. honest to God. I have it every night. That helps me sleep too. So
I need to get
all
some of
right.
that. I remember you saying that. I think it was last week you were saying that, and I need to get some of that.
Yeah. I just put a pair of white socks on when I go to bed. My feet
Yep.
are always cold as well. It helps with that too. Oh, you have blue kyanite, Care Bear, to calm your dreams. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know. Aren't we great here, Brenda? I'm glad we're all here together. We have a great community. We
So
really do.
grateful.
Last week, I heard a meow in the night. There are no cats around. Any insights?
The Lyrians were here.
Really?
Thundercats,
They're all
ho!
like cat-like? Okay. Okay. There she goes again.
Well, my first silly thought was Kamala. The cat lady.
Diana, you're
The cat
so funny
lady.
tonight. Yeah, she is kind of a cat lady, isn't it? Well, because people were saying the only cat ladies would vote for her. So yeah.
Well, and I
Um,
just had a drop down that says she's ahead in 4 swing states. So the heck with PA.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay. You sent a cat cloud picture to Diana today? Really?
Oh,
What was
I
gonna
gotta
say?
look. It's in
Oh,
my email.
I was gonna ask you if you were listening to Taylor Swift. Isn't she a cat lady? Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
Cats
yeah.
are very intuitive. And so
Relax. Yeah.
oh, I love that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And they're healers too. And so you could have been getting an upgrade, just that was my first thought. My first thought was Kamala, and then it was cats are very intuitive, and that you could have been getting an upgrade in your intuition increasing. And I did pull a card, third eye activation.
oh
And
boy.
so
Oh,
It's always
you're about to level up. You're going to level up,
Mhm.
CJ. Yeah. Ah, it's an adventure.
always
right.
a
A
fun
cat
one.
prowling
Yeah.
out in the night
Yeah.
is an
Yeah.
adventure.
Wow.
He's on an adventure.
It is.
That's
All
awesome.
right.
I
Thank you.
definitely.
Yeah. Yep. Also, Debbie Dement will talk about how dogs are grounding and cats are mystical. So they're more mystical, metaphysical, and intuitive. So could be that too. All right. So I just want to say that Chaley said this earlier. I definitely do not think that dreams are imaginary. That's good. They come in riddles, but you're absolutely right. You're absolutely
And
right.
don't you think that it's an astral travel? It's an astral projection of some sort or
Can be.
another when we're dreaming. We are out of our body, no matter what kind of a dream it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep. It's very possible.
I do.
All right. So you had a dream. You gave your mom a purple flower and 2 fancy pens. Well, purple is spiritual. That's a spiritual flower. Your mom probably grew up, I would only think, your mom probably grew up where she wrote a lot and didn't use a computer, perhaps. Maybe, I'm a journal keeper, so I write all the time, even now. But there are people that never even buy pens because they don't need them, So, inspiration. Oh, her handwriting is almost legible. Okay. All right.
I wonder, Leah, are you maybe, because the purple I get, intuition, third eye, and spiritual, like Allie said. And are you sharing your gifts and ideas with her in order to help her, open up and receive her gifts? And the pens, the first thing I get is to write her story. Writing her story, and whether It just, and it could also be she's in her 90s, and now would be the time to really sit with her and ask her stories, whether she, pens, you first go, okay, writing, but maybe it's just even verbalizing her stories, the same way of communicating. So you get those memories and those stories that she needs to share.
Yeah.
And as we get older, our intuition, it continues to expand. And so, maybe you're helping her in ways that you don't even realize you're helping her expand her intuition.
Or that you want her to write her story.
Yeah.
Or at least talk to them. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Diana.
And I think that the writing her story, whether you put a cell phone in front of her so she can talk it into your notes. The card I got is from the Witch deck. It's the Trailblazer.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
you're leaving a legacy behind. So you've left a trail. And even if you have to do the actual writing for her, it's a good idea to write down her recipes, her grimoire, the things that she used to do, the happy memories, the things that made her happy as a child, what she recalled her favorite grandparent and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
And it's a good,
beautiful.
it's a good hour a day, an hour a week with her or so,
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
What I read somewhere, which really at the time was kind of disturbing, and I guess it's the way it is, but it says we're really only 2 generations, I think it is, away from extinction. In other words, where people won't remember about us.
That's
and
right.
It makes me sad. But the stories can get left behind. So that might be something.
Right.
Yeah. Your mom was.
It's ever so important. It's because let's go back to cursive. Gerald and Granny had a good one yesterday, and they had talked about cursive writing, and that was so important because at first it was an art form. You had to do loops and circles for a whole year, the whole 3rd grade, loops and circles. Couldn't wait for 4th grade because then I got to write the letter A. Not allowed to do it. If you were caught doing it, the nun smacked your hand.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I was told, because I hold my pen like this, you can see, and I was told it was supposed to be like this. They wanted to break me of the habit of my lazy pen. And I've seen people do that all the time now. I refuse to go along with them. But remember, in our time frame, they also said if you were left-handed, that you had to not be left-handed, that you had to learn how to be right-handed.
The devil's workshop. The devil talks to you in your left ear. That's the devil's hand. I know. Yeah. And you had to hang your paper up by the corner and lay it down flat. And then finally, I guess when we got to 8th grade, lefties were allowed to write with their left hand, hold the paper up by the other corner. That's the 50s for you. Get her stories down as soon as you can, Leah. It's so important, honestly. It's so important. It's something that, and you're going to learn so much. You're just going to learn things you never knew before. My father told me stories before he passed that I had no idea and he had never talked about before. So I felt very fortunate that it wasn't, some of the stories were kind of morbid because it was during the war, but he actually told me the stories. And those are the hard ones to get.
Those are the hard ones to tell. Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be great memories for you.
Absolutely. And you two will feel really close together doing it as well. Yeah. All right. So Cheryl keeps dreaming about a German Shepherd dog. What does this represent? Well, Cheryl, the first thing I have to say is, do they scare you? Do you like them? Did you have one? All those questions. Right. Because it would mean something to different people depending on what was happening in your world. For me, I threw my arms around a German Shepherd named Adolf and it bit my ear. So I was afraid of German Shepherds until much later. But so I'd be interested to know how you feel about it. But they are attack dogs and they are
Protect-
Loyal.
too, right?
Loyal,
Loyal,
loyalty.
Mhm.
Could you be
Loyalty and
Oh, Mary.
protection,
So cool.
devotion.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
that's the most important question. How do you feel when you see them in your dreams?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, so your dad had one and she was very sweet. Okay. So number one, dad had one. So you admired your dad if you did. Then and you loved his dog and she was really sweet. Then this is a good dream, I would think, because you had a good experience with the dog. So yeah. Wow. Yep, protection, companionship, loyalty. That makes sense. Yeah. Maybe it means you need to go buy one. I don't know. You have the freedom to enjoy a German Shepherd dog, is what I got.
I love that.
Mhm.
No.
And I wonder, Cheryl, if maybe possibly you could be pondering
Yeah.
your inner circle's loyalty
Mm.
on how they're showing up for you is what I'm getting. And
Mhm.
that's why the German Shepherd came in, because it you got love, you got loyalty, you got good memories of your dad, and
Uh-huh.
just time to quick reflect on your circle around you.
Very true. Could be that. Dad's saying he's by you. Yep.
And I got compassion. And
Right?
the devotion of a dog.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
sick, they feel compassion.
No
for
judgment.
You.
They
No
do.
judgment.
And they don't
They-
judge you. Yep.
Right?
Unconditional
That's
love.
true.
And
Yep.
they feel
Wow.
for their. Did I lose? Did I leave again?
No. No, you didn't leave. No.
They feel
No, that was
compassion
me.
and sorrow and pity as well. So
Uh-huh.
their protection mode is based on their
Hmm.
devotion. So it was the one who bit you was devoted to the other
Yeah,
master.
not to me,
and was
right.
worried about
Well,
you,
it was
right?
also tied up, and so I shouldn't have
Oh.
even gone over to the dog. Yeah, I didn't have a
You were
dog, and I
scared.
liked it because it was a dog. Yeah, yeah. So it was my own damn fault. Yeah. All right. So I just want to say that I've had these dreams before where I am kissing somebody like really handsome, popular, whatever, and nobody wants to wake up. You are not alone. Not alone at all. No. I love that. And he's kind of cute. Chris Martin is. Yeah.
Nah.
Speaking of Gwyneth Paltrow, because that
Coldplay.
was his first wife.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing
Yep.
dream.
That's
Amazing
amazing.
dream.
Yeah.
And it could be, too, just a little nudge for you to play his music. Maybe there's a message that will come to you in one of his songs that you need to
Oh.
hear.
Exactly.
That I love that song that they sing. That he actually wrote for Gwyneth Paltrow when her dad died, and it's the one, when you try to love someone and you fix you. That's the name of it. Fix You is the most beautiful song. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's your soul talking. Yeah. That's awesome.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think you need to listen to more Coldplay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go. But buy responsibly. You don't have to go buy all the music. You can just listen
Right.
on YouTube if you want.
Yes.
Yeah. YouTube has it for free, and you can create
Yeah.
a list and save it.
Uh-huh. That's awesome. All right. So seashell in the sky. My dreams keep on having one thing in common. Isn't that funny? We just talked about another dream and I asked her to figure out what thing was in common. Anyway, I'm walking from one room to another. Hotel rooms, shopping, cruise rooms, haunted houses, different people and scenarios each time. Isn't that what we do? We walk from room to room through our lives. We kind of walk through one doorway into another, into another, into another.
a sense of adventure, but I think you're looking for a niche, where to settle,
Mhm.
where it is you
That's
feel
possible.
that you actually
Where's
fit.
home? Right.
Mhm.
Where's home?
Yeah, where's home, and
Yeah.
there's something that needs to be illuminated, and that is what your travels are trying to do for you, is help you find your
Yeah.
niche, where where
Uh-huh.
you feel you fit in.
Mhm.
Right. I love that I dream about being in a hotel room an awful lot. And
Me
I think
too.
it's me traveling through life is the way I look at it. And you do too, Kelly. Yeah. Temporary housing. And
Mhm.
this body is temporary housing. So
Oh,
yeah.
big time.
Yeah. hmm hmm And it's cool that you're experiencing with different, and you could almost say that that's lifetimes, couldn't you, Diana? In your
Yeah.
Akashic records, that you're in different
Oh,
places with different people.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And you're
Mhm.
finding your own records,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
and the other thing is how many glass windows are there? How many windows are you able to see through? How many doors? The
Yeah.
portal aspect of all of that as well.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, it's definitely portals. Yeah, definitely portals. Wow. Fabulous. Yeah.
And
Says
they
to
all
use
have
your
doors.
intuition here. Yeah.
Ah,
Use your intuition and see whether or not that fits for you, Seashell. Yeah. Next time it happens, even say, you can even say, I want to be told in my dream who I am or how I am or why I'm in that particular scenario. Um, so, wow. These
Kelly.
sound like good movie ideas.
Yeah. Well,
Don't they?
and I wonder, the only place that would maybe make you feel a little bit uneasy would maybe be haunted houses, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe that is a comfortable place and you enjoy doing that. But my first thought was, all of them have doors, and so new doors opening, and
New doors
just being
opening.
being
Yeah.
comfortable in the new doors that are opening for you, and being comfortable and being open
Yeah.
to new ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
It's
I love
it's
that.
nourish.
Yes.
Look at
It's nourishing. Yeah.
nourishing, and we have this room in the apple with a window and a portal to get
Oh,
into.
I
You know,
love that.
yeah.
I once you said that Akashic, that really makes so much sense, Allie.
Makes sense. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
hmm hmm
putting together all of the similarities between one life to another, what are the
Right.
lessons you're trying to learn from one soul contract to the next?
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
And I
Wow.
pulled synchronicities.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. And synchronicity is what you have found in this as well, because
Mhm.
you said they're all similar except. And so that's what synchronicities are. It's when you can
Right.
see how things connect. So yeah. Yeah.
Different people, but they're doing the same thing.
They're doing the
They're,
same thing.
what
Mhm.
are the similarities between them, the connection between the souls that we've met over and over, one lifetime to another.
Right. Right. Yep.
The face changes, but
Wow. Yeah. Or, we all play different parts, different roles. It's like
yeah.
different plays. And so, yeah.
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 Now I'm your mother and you're
Carolyn,
my brother.
yeah, that's right. Carolyn, do you have any more information about the 3 planes that crashed last night in your dreams? What I had heard was a guy that I enjoy, Fernando Maron, who's been on my show before. And I saw him on Instagram like a couple days ago, and he was saying that the orange Cheeto, uh, he got that he leaves early too, and he goes on a plane. And so he said something about he's like in the air and he doesn't really know what happened. So I'm wondering if it's got anything to do with that, Carolyn, if you're still here, or if it was something else. So I'm going to move on. You can put it in the chat. And if you know any more about it, tell us if you would. All right.
The cards I pulled were kind of freaky for that, for hers.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead and
What do
tell
you
us.
got?
Go ahead.
I got that we're being prepared
Uh-huh.
and that she was foreseen and that there's a purpose.
Oh my word.
I know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We just have to leave it at that.
Yep.
Prepare.
Prepare to.
And I got illuminate. Yep. Yep. Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that.
You heard a
because-
reader say that?
Yeah.
Okay. You heard
Well,
it.
the
All right.
other card is freedom, which, you know, if
okay.
you
Okay.
if you're
Yeah.
leaving on a jet
Yeah.
plane, I
True.
don't
Yeah.
know when I'll be back again.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just leave it there. We're going to know sooner or later anyway. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
just, maybe it's a premonition. Yeah. Okay. So we have Janet Lee, and this is her first time here. I hope she's still here. She says she has 4 grown children. Rarely dream of them, but I was having my dreams of my youngest daughter, 31, as a toddler, but in a present sense.
You're
So
young.
like she was a toddler, but she was 31, a 31-year-old toddler.
In reality,
Is
she's
that
31, but she was in the
right?
dream.
But
She was a
but
31
in a present tense. Yeah.
Well,
So was she a toddler in a present tense or 31 as a toddler? If you get my drift. Hi, Janet
Yeah,
Lee. Good.
I think she.
Mhm.
Well, there you are, Janet. What do you mean? Do you mean she was a 31-year-old toddler? Because she
Or
is the baby.
she was a toddler again. Yeah, one or the
Okay,
other.
so she's
So,
the
yeah.
baby. She's the youngest girl. And
Uh-huh.
you know
Oh,
what
well,
they say
that's
about
true.
the youngest.
Yes, yes, yes,
Youngest
yes.
never grows up.
She's your baby. She's your baby.
Mhm.
So that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Because even my husband calls his youngest his baby, and I'm like, she's 45 years old. She's not a baby, but a grandbaby might be on the way.
Ah.
No toddler in the dream. Oh, is she maybe expecting?
You've
All
got
right.
something about reconnecting though. There is a new connection with hers. I'm wondering if she's remembering more about her childhood and finding her way back to you in a way that's
Okay.
different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not
Yep.
going to be
Yep.
the same. She's going to love you even more now.
I was reading somewhere that if we had known how fast they were going to grow up, we would have paid more attention or something to that effect. And I was thinking just the other day that my baby, I was thinking how he just turned 40, and it's unsettling in some ways. But
I know. How did my baby get to be 41 when I'm only 34?
4C. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
I know.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that 4C.
I got compassion.
And
you know, and maybe that is just what it says. You know, we
Yeah.
you know, as we have a little bit more compassion for them as they grow up, and yeah. Because we're so busy. We're so busy as moms when they're little, and like
we
just said, Ellie, it's just like that, and they're. And then the other card I got was remember. So, you know, you're remembering.
That makes complete sense. It's like, you know, we can't go back, but we can remember. And in that way we go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those beautiful things we call memories.
That's right. Well, thanks for sharing that. You'll have to come back and share more if you get more dreams coming, Janet Lee. We're glad to have you as part of our audience. And
thank you for being here.
All right. So I got to go back to Carolyn's. She says the planes are smallish, different sizes, 6-seater to a larger plane. None were commercial. Wow. Okay.
Remember the 3 planes on the tarmac lined up with nose to nose, and they were
Yes.
sending that.
Somebody else was saying that too. Yes. Maybe it was Linda. Big Mac Brown may have a foreign friend plane parked next to his. He gets on and goes to parts unknown to hide from judgment. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true. They had a Russian plane, his plane, and another plane that were
From
all
the Arab.
from the Arab. That's right. That's right. Yep.
Emirates.
And of course Trump had Epstein's old plane.
Yep.
So
And
that would all be private planes.
Right.
Mhm.
It's against regulations to park like that on the tarmac, to be anywhere close, because you interfere with signals through computers. And that's exactly what they were doing, was feeding Trump information in the debate with Kamala.
That's right. That's right. I remember that now. Yep. Yep. Well, something else going to come from that, maybe. Maybe that's all it is. But that's okay.
Indictment.
Yeah. Another intriguing thing to look at. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks, Carolyn. Thank you.
Yep. Love it.
Sally had a repeating dream as a child. I was running on all 4 legs like an animal. Had the dream frequently with the feeling of speed. Oh, you got your baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, honey, you're a Sagittarius. Of course you were.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
wow.
go 33 miles an hour, not bat an eye, and do it for 8 hours steady. Ask the people on the Pony Express. Oh, what if it's a past life that you were remembering?
As a
being
horse?
the pony, as a horse. Well,
Yeah.
she's a Sagittarius, but riding the Pony Express. Being
Risa, could you put it back in, hon? Risa, would you mind putting it in? I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Delivering through the Pony Express, her job through the Pony Express. A rider.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
Well, I like the feeling of speed when I have a flying dream. I can go really, really fast, and I get really close to the earth or really close to something, and I, spin around. So
I like my Harley for that.
A wild pony. Yeah. Yep. All right. You thought it was you journeying in the animals. That's very possible, Sally. I love that. Yeah, you could. It says to reconnect. So yeah, very possible you reconnected with it. Yeah.
I got inspired, Sally. Oh no, you go ahead, Diana.
Well, I got commit.
Okay.
And traveling like that is, running full speed ahead is committing. And look at what a dedicated scientist you are.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you
running with the
started at a
wolves.
early age.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
Kelly, what'd you get, Kelly?
I got inspired that these dreams inspired you and gave you strength and actually awakened you.
Wow.
To commitment.
To your purpose.
Yeah.
And your commitment. That's right. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. All right.
Oh, I just
I'm going to go with Risa's dream first, and then I'll go back to the other 2 ladies that posted later, because Risa had this on earlier and I've somehow missed it. I had a dream of my mom who's passed. We were at a festival. We were on the upper level having a great time. She pointed downstairs and said, "Oh, there's the rice. Go get me some." I searched and didn't find the rice. I never figured what the dream meant.
Marriage.
Well, yeah, marriage. Isn't that what you throw on the bride? You throw
in the old days.
Yeah.
till they found out it was hurting the pigeons and other birds.
Yeah, that's right. That's old fashioned what you did. You don't do that anymore. You use confetti or something now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose
something like
petals,
that.
Rose
bubbles.
petals at
Mhm.
my son's wedding.
Yep.
Did you? Bubbles.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, because rice does fill up birds' stomachs and kills them. Because
Right,
yeah,
because
yeah.
and then they drink some water and it starts to cook besides.
And it expands. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
It splits their bellies. There's
But
the right.
also, I want to say something about pointing downstairs.
Yeah.
If you're in I know it was a festival, but it was almost like a house in a way that represents a body. So if she's up on the second floor of this festival, where is she? She's passed, so she's up there, and she's looking down, and so she's looking down on you from heaven, and she can see what's going on, and she noticed the rice, which is a very small thing to notice. So every small thing that you have done, Risa, has been noticed by your mother.
Did she
I
go to
love
Woodstock?
that.
Did
I
she go
love
to
that too.
Woodstock?
I want to ask because
Okay.
because when we had those outdoor festivals like crazy, there was always a food tent where you could get oatmeal and brown rice already cooked. You didn't have to eat it grain by grain, which would like fit in again with her being up
above you,
talking about a memory.
Yeah. Yep. Very, very true. Very true. Oh, it's been reported there's going to be a shortage of rice next year.
Oh, interesting.
That's what Carolyn said. This is what's happening tonight. The 8s move into other 8s, move into other 8s. And go ahead, Kelly. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I think she was on that adventure with you and wants to know that she's with you. She's watching over you. She's going on adventures with you, and you inspire her. And there's also a little bit of just knowing that brings you a little bit of closure. But she's with you. She's on these adventures with you, and she's having the time of her life.
This is too much because what is one of the greatest staples on earth? Rice, right?
Yeah.
Right. But also,
everywhere.
what is their commonality? Oh, look at that. Nourish. But what is their commonality? They both like eating. Yeah. So it's both of them enjoying time together, looking down, and because my dad comes to visit me in my dreams, we have all kinds of conversations. I don't remember what they are in the morning, but I know I've spent time with him. So I'm feeling like it's time she's spending with you. And two are enjoying each other. Yeah.
Exactly. Wow. I love that. I just love it.
Yeah. That's
and
awesome.
Did she go to Woodstock?
Thank you for putting it in. Did she go to Woodstock? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for putting it back in. And I'm sorry I missed it the first time, but you were very close and you took care of her up till she died. She's still with you. She's still with you, obviously. Yeah. She loves you dearly. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Cigars. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Beautiful. Thanks, Risa. All right. So we got Vicky Howell and then City Cat. And then we got to go because we usually done by now. You had a dream you were on the highway, then dancing on a high wire and swinging and dancing in scarves. Oh, I've seen those before where they hang down and you wrap your legs. Yeah. Life is a dance, just different kinds of dances.
Well, it's certainly an adventure to do that.
She is in Las Vegas. She's gone there from her hometown. She's living there right now with her husband. They're on an adventure. Yeah. So instead of sitting at home, she's dancing through life in a sort of a way. Yeah.
Allie, you're on fire tonight.
Well, there's another one. She said earlier that she was in a store and there was a DJ and she was dancing in the store. So it's a theme of yours, and that was a real thing, I think. So Vicky's not adverse to dancing. It's
I want
it's
to go
how she
shopping where
expresses
you
her
shop.
joy.
This
Yeah, I
jockey's in
know.
the
Isn't
store.
it
Where are
funny?
you shopping?
You're creating the life that you want to live. And look at that. You got the pencils, you got the erasers, everything. Yeah. Kel, you got it too? Oh
Wow.
my. Yeah. Okay.
I can't say anything more.
Uh-huh.
Callie.
I got balance. I get Vicky that you're letting go, you're going with the flow, you're living your life, and
Bottom of
any
the deck.
fear, oh my gosh. And any fear that you may have, you are just letting it go. I mean, because you can't do that swinging and dancing from scarves from the
Right.
ceiling with having any fear. And so
Yeah.
you're doing the
That's
work.
true.
You're letting go of that
You're
fear,
fearless.
and
Yeah.
you're balanced,
fearless.
girl.
Yeah.
I applaud
it's-
you.
Oh, she was
It's like,
in walking through Walmart, and there was the DJ in there. I love.
oh my God, you got the best
awesome.
Walmart on earth.
Oh, you do.
Mine, I'm lucky I can find something that ain't hoochie coochie.
I know. All I have is wall Martians to look at. Anyway, you're welcome, Risa. You're welcome. Lindsay, happy birthday. Welcome to the show. We're glad you found us. So there you go. And I'm glad you found us. We've been kind of crazy all night here, and it's always an interesting time on this
always
show.
fun.
I swear. Everybody makes it so amazing.
It's
Yeah.
so much fun with all of you.
Vicky says
Everybody
no
in the
shit.
chat. No shit.
Oh, Vicky, keep dancing, girlfriend. Keep dancing.
dancing.
Yeah. All right.
Dancing.
Last one we got for tonight. Last one is City Cat. I love the way that's spelled. I've had crazy dreams lately, but the last couple of weeks I've woken up with dreams of seeing 333, another night 444, and one night something about soul contracts. I don't remember much else. You are elevating is what's going on. Yeah. Wow.
And the fact that you dreamt about soul contracts, I would think that this is a message to you that null and void is part of this scenario, or contract fulfilled, stamped, closed, put in the file, done. So that's part of your upgrade for sure.
Wow.
I literally see you.
And they are all numbers. Yeah, really? You do?
I literally see on an elevator going up, and 444 angels. They're surrounding and with you, and they're helping you on the way. So any questions, anything that you need, reach out to them, and they're gonna keep. You're just gonna keep pushing the buttons to higher levels.
Wow. What you got? Awaken. And release. Look at that. Release
and reframe.
All right. Wow.
This is at the bottom of the deck, so that's rising from the dream, and there you were, awakening in the dream.
Yeah. You are elevating. You're spiritually advancing. Anytime you see numbers in a row, a lot of people will see it they'll look up and the clock says 111 or 222 or 333 or whatever. When you get those numbers, those are considered to be angel numbers in basically, but if they're repeating, you can look it up even, but number 444 is definitely an angel number. But and 333 means something else, but it's all good stuff. Yeah. So you can always look. You've been going through a lot lately. Well, maybe they're saying don't give up because we got you covered. Yeah. But you can ask them to come in.
4 is the magic number in itself. I can't remember because I'm all about threes as well. And that 369 Tesla code is in the triple threes.
Right.
And 4 is, okay, Sally, are you still here? Because I can't remember what a 4 is.
4 is,
and it makes sense if she's going through a lot of times when we're leveling up, things seem to sometimes go awry, and the message that I get for you is just to hold your ground and stick with it, because it's just you're on the cusp of it. And in the 444 with your angels, letting you know that they're there and surrounding you and protecting you. I mean, they got you. They have you.
Yeah. It's just a little hint from the universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stability is a 4 and completion is a 4. So there
Okay.
you go.
But it's
Yeah.
see, I don't know math very well. It's got
Look at this.
Yeah.
Her
I love
odometer hit.
it's a mathematical
It's so
term that
awesome.
I'm thinking of for what kind of a number. It's not a primary. It's a
Oh, Rossi put up, seeing 333 repeatedly is a sign the universe is trying to communicate with you. The angels want you to pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and intuition. So all of these numbers are actually asking you to communicate with. And know that. Yeah. So trust the process. Maybe they're telling you things are going to get better. Don't give up. You know, that's always a nice. My feeling is that we never see things or hear things by accident. There is there are, it's all synchronicity. It's all meant to be. And it's when Diana and I get going singing songs, we hear the lyrics and we start to sing something, but all of those things aren't by accident. And everybody has a different way of this communicating to them. So it isn't, some people it would be in a dream, or it might be you turn on the television and some show you really loved and a character says, well, I don't know, I haven't been there in 6 weeks. And you're like, wow, that's the answer, So it can happen, but you got to pay attention. You've got to pay attention. Yeah.
And ask them for what you want.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You finally got the message that the 34 I've been seeing was a lot of steps that I was resisting. Lately, I've been seeing 56. Okay. Very interesting. Moving on. That's right. It is moving on.
Yep.
Rossi put up the angel number 444. Peace, good luck, and balance. See, they're all good numbers.
Yeah.
So thank you, City Cat. I'm glad you brought that up because those things really do matter. And numerology is very fascinating. If you ever get a chance to look at a numerology book, it really is. And all of us have numbers. Right. Our name is a number. Our date of birth together is a number. All of those things. So
and this is a good book. Angel Numbers 101 by Doreen Virtue. That's a good one. And I think it was pretty cheap.
Yep. And most of us did find this community because of Stinky Big Mac Brown. Absolutely.
I love that, Linda.
You can have fries. You can have fries with that too. Yeah, you can have fries with that.
Well, he's got a pin. He can put them in the bag for you himself.
That's true.
And not with his hands.
Right? There's 3 health violations right there. No hairnet.
No hairnet. Yeah. That's what Tim Walz said today, that when Trump talks like a word salad, that he's saying it's a weave. And Tim Walz said, the only weave I know about that he has is, and everybody cracked up because his hair is a weave. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, as always. We did miss our Teri, but she will be back next week. Yeah. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your input and your dreams and your visions and appearances of UFOs. Oh my God. Hi, Colorado hippie Mike. Yeah.
When I think back to when we just started this and how many people said, I never have dreams. I never remember my dreams.
Yeah, I don't remember any dreams, and I never have them. Yeah.
And now everybody understands.
It's amazing.
Thank you, Carl Jung.
Yeah, it's a process. It's a process. I never say never, because I really believe that we all have gifts. And we all just don't know what they are. We just got to be willing to take a step in the right direction, practice, and listen to the message. So thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Don't lose your compassion.
With compassion.
Perfect. Brotherhood.
That's right. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Sweet dreams.
Is 6 o'clock Pacific time and 10 o'clock.
9.
No, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Eastern time. Yes.
Oh,
thank
it's
you.
almost time
Bye,
for
everybody.
daylight savings to go away. Yay!
Oh, that's true. Don't tell me that. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.